99.7 DJ X, Ben Davis, Kelly K Show. You can always get a hold of the show at Ben and Kelly Show on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And Kelly, I saw over the weekend you post something on Facebook about a grocery trip experience that was kind of crazy. Did you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I thought maybe I should because of the reaction that it got. I was really stunned.
Yeah.
My daughter and I were grocery shopping, and I was just, as you normally are at the grocery store, you're trying to work your way through the list.
Yeah, just get through it.
Just get through there as quickly as possible. My husband had called, so I was on the phone with my husband by the milk, and this woman said to me, "You need to keep an eye on your daughter." And, at first I'm like, okay,
right,
she's interrupting me on the phone.
Trying to steal something?
I thought at first maybe she was like parent shaming me that I'm not paying enough attention to my daughter and she's misbehaving or something like that. And then I quickly realized what she was saying. She said, that man has been following you every aisle you've been in for the past several aisles. And she was telling me the story very loudly so that he heard. And by the time I, realized who she was talking about, he was hightailing it out of the aisle. And I didn't get like a super great look at him, but he did have a mask on, so you couldn't really see his face.
Right.
She just said, listen, I'm a mom of 3. They're grown, but I just saw something was really off. He did not have a cart. He did not have a basket. And he was just looking at your daughter the whole time, following you everywhere you went.
Yeah, that's sketch.
Yeah, it really sent like just this chill down my spine because it never entered my mind at all that something like that could happen. I go to the grocery store all the time.
Yeah,
a couple times a week.
Yeah.
I think most of us go through our lives kind of like just trying to get our stuff done and not really thinking about it. It was a very stark reminder to be aware of my surroundings.
Yeah. Wow.
And as I left, I was hyper aware of just watching everything, looking under cars, beside cars, all that kind of stuff. I thanked her profusely for speaking up. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is if you see something and then, she took the time to interrupt me knowing that I was on the phone.
Yeah.
And to, being a stranger. Because, I don't think she knew anything about what I did for a living. She just saw something that was out of the ordinary that really heightened her spidey senses that something's wrong.
Yeah.
And needed to reach out and say something.
Yeah, you hear the phrase "see something, say something," and I mean, it's a lot easier to just hear that phrase and be like, "Oh yeah, sure," but then to be in that moment and be aware enough to say, "You know what, that doesn't look right."
I was so thankful because that could have gone completely different, and then I decided it was such a reminder for me to be more aware. And I thought I need to put this out there. And the amount of people that shared that they had similar experiences was stunning.
Yeah.
Like, it's really shocking, like all over the place. And, I got another message last night from a mom that said, I was at the zoo walking, holding hands with my daughter, and a woman grabbed my daughter's hand and tried to walk off with her.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I mean, this kind of stuff is happening everywhere. And I thought, especially when people are going to be traveling, summer vacations, if you're at a gas station, at a restaurant, don't let your kids go anywhere without you.
That's a good reminder for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, my kids are 11 and 9. And so they're kind of at that age where you're like, oh, you could let them run into the bathroom by themselves or something. Like, come right back. No, you cannot. With all of this going on, it's happening everywhere.
Well, thank you for sharing, because that is, again, one of those stark reminders that, it's easy just to kind of put the blinders on and go about your day without kind of like looking around you. But, just be aware and look out for other people. I think that's an important lesson there, too.
I thanked her. I said, you know what? It kind of takes a village to raise kids and to keep them safe. And I thanked her very much for being in my village that night. Yeah,
for sure. So shout out to that woman, whoever she is, for, being that watchful eye that day. So cool. Thank you for, sharing that. I think that's important just as a reminder for people.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's happening a lot, and I think people need to talk about it.